Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Drinks with Neo, guys. We have a special episode, episode 9, baby. Let's get ready to do it. We have special guests, Shelbyyyjewel, y'all. So let me go ahead. You guys know what we do. Let's run that clip. Let's get it started, and we'll do this thing, baby. Hello, everybody. My name is Neo Prime 12, and I am your host. Welcome in, and we have the amazing, the beautiful Shelbyyyjewel with us tonight, guys. Welcome in, Shelby. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad we got everything working and ready to go.
I mean,
just a couple minutes late, like our typical style, how we do things here.
I would like to say I'm on time for me. We're early in Shelby World.
Well, yeah, Shelby World, you're definitely early. Shelby World. So tonight I got something special. So I got myself a product of Italy, Stella Rosa, a Blackberry wine that I'll be drinking tonight. I wish I had my
real question is, did you get a glass?
Oh, did I get a glass? The size of my face. The size of my face.
Fancy. Me too. You can't tell, but this cup is actually blue like my hair. But you can't tell because of my lights.
Oh, yeah, you can't tell because of my lights. This, let's see what color this is. This is the first time I'm ever trying this. Beautiful color. Like purple.
Don't drop it on the carpet. Don't do that.
I almost slipped and dropped it. Actually,
I'm proud of you for having a cup.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not like a red Solo cup.
No,
look at us, like we're like adults, man.
If I'm gonna drink, so side note, Ollie just came running upstairs because he heard something open. He's been sleeping downstairs, and I go, bro, you want to come up and hang out with me? He goes, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna hang out with the cat down here. Cool, bro. I open up the bottle of wine. All I hear is this noise, and he's up here like, what you got, homie? What you got?
It's not a cheese wrapper, Ollie. Chill.
We could have had a cheese board. That would have been amazing.
Ooh, we could have been so fancy.
We could have been if I would have thought ahead of time.
Damn it.
Well, as always, every single show we like to start off with a cheers. So here's to me, here's to you, and cheers.
Cheers, baby.
It smells amazing. Oh, okay.
That champagne's actually really good, and it's real champagne. Fun fact, if it's not made in France, it's not champagne.
This is like what they call a sparkling wine.
Ooh.
So it has bubbles and extra bubbles in it.
Oh,
you don't normally put
fancy.
I know you don't put bubbles in wine, but hey, we're gonna try it. It's actually really good. What kind of champagne do you have? What's the name of it?
I don't know. Let's see. I brought the bottle because I'm gonna need a refill here shortly. So I got this 12-pack from Costco. Yes, Costco, you guys. Costco has everything. And I'm pretty sure it was like meant for the holidays, but fuck it. I opened it early. And it came with like 6 different ones. So that was one of them. This is the only actual champagne because it's made in France.
Okay.
In Champagne, I think like Champagne, France or something. I don't know.
How long does champagne last?
Like in the bottle?
Yeah, in the fridge.
I don't know because I drink it.
I keep forgetting. I have a bottle of champagne.
The fuck?
I have a bottle of champagne in my fridge. It's been in there since I fucking bought my house.
It's closed?
It's closed. Never been open.
Okay, how long was that though?
3 years ago. I always forget it's in there.
May the odds be forever in your favor, boy.
I think I'm gonna have to open it up one day and just be like, you know what, Shelby, this one's for you. We're gonna try and see what happens. Oh Oh, does it age like? Oh, that's a good question. Does it age?
I don't know.
Does it age like wine?
So I know wine, if you're like really going to keep wine to like try to age it, it should be laying sideways. That's why all wine cellars are like, you see the bottles like laying on their sides and they're not standing up. Because if they're standing up, supposedly like the wine turns to like vinegar or some bullshit.
Really?
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Look at me trying to like tell you facts like I'm some fucking connoisseur. I don't even know how to spell that word, but it's fine.
I didn't know that. I just learned. Oh, apparently I got 3 to 5 years. So I'm in that 3 to 5 years right there. August was before.
Just pop it for episode 10 next weekend. It's fine.
With
fine.
Pop it with Phoenix. Hashtag,
with Phoenix.
Hashtag
yes.
ad right there.
This may or may not be our last episode, depending on this champagne.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. As always, this goes up on YouTube on Sunday. This is a live, uncut show. We don't do any editing. Whatever we say here is whatever is said. Gets said, and it gets put out into the world, into the universe. As always, guys, I've known Shelby for over a year at least.
Oh yeah.
Over a year at least. So, with that being said, how did you start out? We're gonna dive right into it, guys. This episode is gonna be all about talking about content creation from her point of view. Also, it's gonna be talking about her story, and then lastly, we're gonna talk about the big controversial subject of fan house. So I'm excited.
Let's do it.
I'm excited for it. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. How did you start out in concentration? Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Content creation. Combine 2 words together there. Can we edit that out, editor? No. All right. I don't know how to edit things yet, so that's the next process of this. So how did you get started in content creation? What's your story? Let's get into it.
So most of you guys know I started on Facebook gaming. First Facebook streamer I ever watched was actually Helms. I would just watch him. I was starting to just get into Fortnite. And I mean, y'all know I was like a whole ass potato. But I was like, I could do this. At the time, I was also a full-time personal trainer. And I thought about it like, who's bringing fitness to content, like video game content, I mean, and merging the two. So that's where fitness and Fortnite was born. That was the original brand to my Facebook channel, and that started in February of 2020. I just thought, as a mom, as a personal trainer, as somebody who I went to college, I tried the corporate world. I hated the corporate world. As I don't know what I guess I was 28 at the time, playing Fortnite. A lot of people thought that was super controversial. Like, you're older, you're a parent, you're not utilizing the degree that you went to school for. So I thought there would be a lot to have people be able to connect with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's where that idea was born. Especially, don't get me wrong, dudes, I love you too, but I thought especially not only for women but moms. Like, all the girls I was gaming with were moms. They had all, we all struggled with body issues and things like that. So it was just more about finding that connection with, once again, dudes, sorry, I'm not cutting you out, but that connection with like-minded women, that it's okay to play video games. It's okay to be a mom. It's okay to either be a working mom, a stay-at-home mom, whatever it is. So that's where the idea was born. I would do, like I said, fitness content and gaming content. At that time, I only played Fortnite. And then 6 weeks later, COVID happened.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I never intended on being a full-time content creator ever when I started this.
That's
Um,
wild.
yeah, it was never like the goal.
Yet,
And then COVID happened.
and it changed the plans. You know, COVID changed a lot for everybody.
It did.
It's shaped the world since 2020. It has definitely shaped the world into something that's completely different and changed a lot of people's mindsets. I mean, I hate to say this, a lot of people don't think COVID is I've said this numerous times. COVID's kind of been a blessing to me. And nothing against people that something's happened to their lives with COVID and things like that, and lost loved ones and things like that. Just for COVID, it opened up opportunities for multiple people, I think, in content creation, which in that world is huge. So it's opened up the world for you, opened up the world for me. We would have never met if it wasn't for COVID, because I would have never streamed, to be honest with you. So that's huge. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Some people, just like I said, it's ruined some people's lives, other people's lives. It's made it better. So that's it. I'm thinking right there in between. So
It does.
And so you wanted to make a space for women, moms, to come in and be able to play games, be comfortable, do fitness. I remember, I'll tell you this, when I started watching you on Facebook. You want to lay my feet? That's cool. Sorry, the dog.
Squirrel.
Yeah, well, he grabbed this toy and started chewing on my feet. Weird.
Love that.
Anyways, train of thought. So you took it, and for me, my first experience was, I'm watching Shelby do her workout. I'm at lunch on my phone. It's 9 a.m. and where she's from, it's 11 o'clock where I'm at. I'm like eating lunch. This woman's doing squats and everything. I'm like, keep it up, girl. You're doing a good job. Just keep it up. You're doing great. What's everybody up to? I'm eating while you're working out. I feel so fat. She'd be like, come on now, let's go ahead. Let's get them squats in there. I'm like, no, it's fork the mouth time. Fork the mouth time. and that's how I 100%, kind of started watching your workout streams. That shit used to crack me up. So, have you always been a gamer?
So it's kind of hit or miss there. Growing up as a kid, fucking about to age myself so hard. We had a Nintendo 64. It was all about Donkey Kong, things like that. Your very linear games where you just had to go forward and jump.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, Crash Bandicoot was easier in those days. I swear to God, it was easier.
I like how she said she aged herself and she's still 4 years younger than me.
And then I remember growing up in my brother's room, we had, it was Street Fighter. We had the arcade game, like the actual stand-up arcade game.
Oh, that's badass.
And that shit was the best. I didn't really like Street Fighter, but having an arcade game in your house was fucking sick.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
And then I remember my sister getting the first PlayStation. And your remote cord was 3 feet, so you were right there.
Yep.
But at that time, I really didn't have the dexterity. So a lot of people don't know this about me. Or when I bring it up, they think I'm lying, or they don't understand it. So I'm dyslexic. So the numbers, I know. See, a lot of people don't. It's just the numbers, the letters, the hand-eye coordination. I couldn't do it. But I loved watching my sister play video games. I loved it. And we shared a room at the time. So if she was playing, I had to watch it. What the fuck else was I going to do? And she was older. She'd beat my ass. So nope, I'm playing my video game. So we were all about Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, those very fun loving games.
I was a Nintendo guy, so I didn't have a PlayStation.
I think we got to PlayStation. I know we had the original. I don't know if we ever got a PlayStation 2.
We got a PlayStation 1 when it was old, like PlayStation 2 and 3 were out. We got a PlayStation 1. It was but we all Nintendo, we had a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, and all the Nintendo's going up, and then Xbox came out and we got the Xbox One, 360 and blah 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 720. So that's why you see me always using that Xbox controller, because that's what I've played with for years. But yeah.
And that's why when I was controller player, it was always a PlayStation controller.
Can we get a hashtag controller players are better? Let's go, baby.
Lies. And even if you are a controller player, you should be playing on a PlayStation controller. Sorry, not sorry, fam.
Well, guys,
So
I think that's time for everything. Guys, I want to say thank you for hanging out with us today. So no, continue, please.
And then, high school happens, right? Fucking high school.
Oh, lovely.
So just like my robe, all of high school is just blacked out. It's fine. We're not going to talk about that. And then I met Willie Will.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really into video games at the time, and I had been out of the game for a long time, and we started playing Resident Evil, and that shit just like sparked my love again for it. As most of you guys know, I love Resident Evil. I love everything about it. I adore co-op games, and I'm so sad they aren't really like a thing anymore. So luckily, where battle royales come in, it kind of took that place because it's still a game you can play with your friends.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
Because it don't get me wrong, like the single player Resident Evils are fun, but like it's way more fun when you're screaming about getting shot in the ass.
Oh yeah.
With somebody on the other end of, either your mic or the other end of the room. It's just more fun.
I agree. I agree.
So that's once again where like my love of gaming came back in, was that connection. So y'all know I don't really ever shut up unless I'm asleep. Even then I probably talk in my sleep. Who knows? And just being able to connect with people. I probably do talk in my sleep. Don't ask though.
Probably do. Someone just said butt play is more fun with another person. Gotcha.
I mean, not a king shamer. We all know this.
I'm dead.
And on that note,
I'm dead. We're gonna take a drink on that one. But do you remember your very first game that you played? Like the one game that, like you said, Crash Bandicoot really sticks in your head. Donkey Kong really sticks in your head. Is there a game that just really resonates with you? Like, if you could go back and play it, what would that game be?
Definitely Crash Bandicoot or Spyro.
Okay.
I can't really pick between the two because they're so different in my opinion. Crash is very linear, where I feel like Spyro was my first introduction
like open
to more
world
movement, which also made me realize like this game irritates the fucking snot out of me because you be trying to fly to get the fucking rings and you fall in the water and then you're fucking dead. But definitely one of those two games has to be it. And oh my god, don't get like Crash Bandicoot came out with the remastered version. This is where I say, I don't know if it's because we were younger. I don't know if it's because the graphics got better. Crash Bandicoot's hard as fuck now. I don't care what nobody says. Fuck that game. Fuck that game.
It's like Lion King, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's just for the fucking birds now.
Man.
Fuck that.
For me, it has to be. I played over and over and over again. You probably never heard of it. Secret of Mana. It is an RPG Super Nintendo game, and we played that game growing up. We had the Super Nintendo. You had the multiplayer plug. You probably don't even know what that is, but it allowed you to plug in 4 controllers at one time, and we used to play that all the freaking time. So a lot that is going back there. I just aged myself with Secret of Mana. They actually redid it and put it on the Switch, but it's such a great game. Such a great game. So we're gonna go back into your memory about February of 2020. Do you remember your very first stream and how you felt when you hit that go live button?
I do.
Take
I
me back to
started
that
on a
day.
Monday. I remember. I started on a Monday. Most of you guys know her. She's in my chat a lot. Not as much, just because once again, being a mom, being a working mom at that, Tori and I we met through Fortnite.
Yep.
We met on a Facebook girls group, and the rest is history, really, from then. So I remember going to her and being like, hey, like, do you want to play with me? It'll be my first stream. And if y'all think I'm a hype woman, like, let me tell you, Tori has been my hype woman since day one. She has been literally has become one of my best friends, like, to the point where when people are like, oh, how'd you meet? Like, it's almost like you can't even consider her like an internet friend. Like, she's my in real life friend. And her and I were like, let's fucking get it. And once again, potato status. But you're scared. You don't know what to expect. Luckily, being a fitness coach, I was on the floor all the time screaming at anywhere from 5 to 25 people to, be motivating. So luckily, like, the whole silence thing wasn't super hard. But also Facebook gaming was still pretty new at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, this was pre-COVID. So there wasn't everybody watching streams, like, they actually had work.
Right.
And it was nerve-wracking, but it was so memorable and so enjoyable. And it made, like, that first time also made it so much easier to go live every time after that as well.
Very true.
So so much when it came to gaming, just because, like I said, like, Tori, our mom squad, we had very natural chemistry. So there wasn't a ton of silent time, regardless whether there were people in chat or not. It was more so trying to incorporate the fitness side of it because I hadn't seen it yet.
Right.
So that's where my anxiety and my fear came in, like, how do I do this type situation.
You figured it out though, and you made it work.
Man, it was scary. You have to go back to your, my roots of being a coach and just being, like, just do it. And that's actually where COVID helped me a lot too, because going to the gym all became virtual as well. So I went from training those people on the floor to attempt to training them online and still motivating them and things like that. So that actually, once again, I know we both just said COVID was it's a very controversial thing on how it affected people's lives. But to introduce fitness to my content, it was also a blessing as well, because I learned how to be very comfortable on camera, either doing my own workout, a workout that was written for people, things like that. It gave me that transition from coaching on the floor to coaching online.
100%. Normally we don't take questions, but we will. This is actually a very good question. Did she have people come into her stream and try to correct her form, discredit her, or how did she deal with that if so? So that's kind of...
Yeah, that was...
The adversity of trying to do fitness content on a gaming platform. Yes.
So that was also a big anxiety-inducing thing. So I am certified, but, like, it doesn't matter how much information how much you do some workouts. Everybody always has their opinion, one, on how to do a workout, as well as what the best form is, or this or that, or blah 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 blah. And it's literally just like backseat gaming. It's just like people that come into streams and go, oh, you should use this gun, or oh, you should go here, or you should do this, or blah, 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 blah. It was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It was I remember, I specifically remember this one time. I was actually doing a sabotage stream and I was like doing burpees and somebody came in and was a complete troll about it. And I was like, I'm in the middle of a fucking game. Like trying to, like I stopped everything I did. I'm getting out of a chair. I'm doing a burpee and trying to make sure it's on camera. And then I'm trying to get back in my chair, get back in the game, and it's like, when it comes to fitness or when it comes to streaming or any type of content, you have to take people's opinion with a grain of salt.
100%.
And that was so hard for me to learn. And I would end stream and that shit would eat me up. Because like when my clients would come to me and be like, oh, well, you know, are we doing it this way or that way? They're coming to you for help.
Correct.
Whereas when you put yourself out on the internet like that, fucking Joe, Jimmy, and fucking Jenny down the street are over here like thinking they know everything. And it's like, once again, it's just like streaming. Oh, you're just playing a video game. No, that's not what streaming is. And if you think that's what streaming is, you're in the wrong place. You're not a content creator. It's just, unfortunately. So when it came to trolls, like I literally specifically remember also I was doing a workout stream and I got raided. And every person that came in from that raid had to make a sexual comment. So I don't know. I never went back to that streamer's stream and, you know, saw what they said at the end of their stream upon sending the raid. But everybody made a negative comment. And that shit ate me up.
It is a mental battle day in and day out. I would say that's probably one of the biggest things with streaming is being a content creator is your mental battle to even hit that go live button every day to do it, or to play games and try to concentrate on the game and be good at the game. Also be good at, you know, interacting with people that you don't even know or see, or you become a family, things like that. And it is that mental battle. Or, you know, your computer's gonna fuck up or something like that, or your internet just drops, or you have a panel fall off the wall or something like that. You know, something stupid will happen, and it's just a mental battle every day. And I don't think people realize that. And this is part of the awareness I love about these episodes is everybody has their challenges, everybody has their battles, and your battle's different compared to my battle. Your battle's different from Legends or Redneck Engineering or Jersey or Jacqueline or Tay. You know what I mean? Everybody's battles are different, and I just love to hear the adversity that we go through, but then we also take that adversity and we flip it and make it into something positive. And I just love it. My first experience streaming was just going live on my Xbox. It's not really I would say my Facebook gaming was really my first experience streaming to people and building a community and things like that. And that's been I went back and did my first Facebook stream today. And
yes, congratulations on that, by the way. That's another thing.
It's different
that people don't take into consideration is platform. And you and I literally have just now gone through the same thing in the last week. That, I mean, your full-time switch to Twitch was for other reasons, of course. Yes. But people don't take that into consideration either. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a full-time content creator, a part-time content creator, whatever it is, making those decisions, people even try to butt in on that. And it blows my mind. Like, going back to Facebook, I don't know how many times on either the post where I announced that I was coming back to Facebook or my first stream back, why are you back? Why are you back? Why are you back? Why are you back? I mean, do you only go to Walmart to shop for everything in your whole life? No, I don't think so. You go to Walmart, you go to Target, you go to whatever your grocery store is, you You go to Costco. Like, why am I only going to stay one place when that's not what people expect out of life?
I agree.
So that's another thing that people don't, when they question it, 9 times out of 10, there's no intention to that question. But even that makes you question yourself.
Yeah.
As a creator, like, should I go back? Is this weird? Should I just stay on one platform? Should I, where in what direction do I take my content?
Correct. And it is like the biggest question is, are you permanently back on Facebook? The answer, I try to tell everybody, the answer is no, I'm not. My home will always and forever be now Twitch, to be honest with you, unless something really stupid happens and then we go try out YouTube. But or something else. Right now my home is Twitch. This is my home. This is where I want to be. Yes, I wish there's things that I could control with Twitch that I can't control, but I appreciate this platform, but I want to diversify again. I miss a lot of my Facebook people. I miss talking to Facebook people. My Facebook streamers, I miss them. I used to watch a lot of Facebook streamers and over Twitch because I get better internet. It's lower quality on your phone and easier to watch on your phone Facebook streamers because you can get the signal. On Twitch, it's harder. It truly is, because of the way they give you out better quality on Twitch, to be honest with you. And that diversity is something I'm trying to do to get back into and try to grow my brand. I mean, I'm not full-time, I am part-time, even though it looks like I work full-time hours on streaming. But content creation, hashtag I don't do it at work. But hopefully my manager doesn't ever see this. But I do it on my breaks. I do it on my 15-minute break and my 30-minute lunch, okay? That's an hour a day I get. But that is just the biggest thing. It is that diversity and going back, and it was great being back. Holy shit, the live dashboard is fucking weird.
So weird.
Oh my god, I don't even know. I couldn't even read chat.
I know.
I need to talk to you about how to get it on my one monitor that's sideways. It doesn't fit.
That was a mess.
So
it was a mess.
It's terrible, but I love it.
And those are other things like people on the outside, especially non-content creators, don't see. It's not just loading up Warzone and playing Rebirth for 4 hours. It's not. It's like the furthest thing. Like, I remember my first day back on Facebook on Monday or whatever day it was. Sir, did you drink the whole bottle? I see you.
Not yet. It's almost gone.
It's fine. Everything's fine. But a lot of people don't see that either. And as much as content is a second language to a creator, people that aren't creators this might be an incorrect statement, I apologize, will never understand all the things on the back end that happen. Like you said, a panel falling off the wall, slobs telling you to go fuck yourself. You use two different, streaming, that you use Studio as well as slobs. Like, I couldn't even imagine that. Making sure you post across all platforms depending on what platforms you use, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, and making sure all those things encompass your brand. Like, oh, does all of this make sense? Oh, did I post on 5 different platforms before 10 a fucking M before I go live? Like, oh, did I piss off the wrong person on Twitter and that's, gonna upset somebody? Do I know how to read my dashboard? Is my chat gonna work today? Hell, is my internet gonna work? On this move, that's been one of my biggest things.
Right.
We had Sonic. We fiber internet back in California. I'm back to AT&T here in Texas. And I've had more internet drops this week.
You've had
than I had in my whole time in California.
Yeah, when you said Sonic, my mind went straight to food for some reason.
Oh, you went to food? I went to the fucking hedgehog.
You look like a hedgehog.
I don't know why I did this.
Just so,
I don't even think Sonic has ears. His hair's like this.
You could just next time just mohawk it.
Just,
oh my God. Okay, we are winning here, people. We are winning here.
We made a left turn.
I do want to mention something that it's a little thing that Lenny said. And y'all are literally building safe places for people to come together. Y'all have saved my life and sanity so many times, and that's a comment that Lenny made, and that's something I think we both pride ourselves on, is making that space for people to come in throughout their daily life to take a break from life, to take a break from what they're doing, from family life, from work, from doing a chore or skipping out on work or something like that. It's crazy. And I bring that up just because I know personally, this is our goals. One of our goals that you and I both have is we want our communities to feel safe. We want the people to feel safe. Not only that, we just want to entertain you guys. We're here to, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Shelby and I play together, but it's.
If you haven't, you must be new.
Yeah, if you haven't, you must be new, because it's nonstop. It's even, people don't talk to us because we talk too much, I think. It just goes that side. It's like, that sounds okay, guys. Hello. Anybody else want to talk to us? And we know these people we're playing with. Nah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Thanks, guys. So, how's your day going? Type of thing. So,
well, and that was a big thing, especially on Facebook. So luckily here on Twitch, we have, just chatting. We have podcasts. We have a fitness section, things like that. But on Facebook, you don't.
Correct.
Unless you're partnered, you have hanging out. But I know I'm bad at gaming. I've gotten better. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten a lot better.
You've gotten a lot better.
But like back in the day when I was bad, a lot of people, you get all these trolls or people that are trying to give you gaming, sense and whatever. It's like, I know. It's fucking... Me and this mic, god damn it. Constant fight.
Oh, shit.
Fist fight. You want to...
Go ahead, mic check yourself again.
Right. Check my mic.
How much champagne have you had? Not enough. Hold on.
Not enough. But like, I would joke with people that I'm only gaming on Facebook because the platform is called Facebook Gaming. Mm-hmm. My bigger goal was to let people know you're not alone ever. And that's and especially once COVID hit, because I'm sorry if COVID, whether the actual sickness, whether the constant isolation in your home, whether you have people to live with or not. Like, I swear my fucking toddler got sick of me. He's like, woman, I need some space. I'm pretty sure I got Heisman'd a few times. Whether it was, like I said, the isolation, just the sheer idea of life wasn't the same anymore. The not being able to get fucking toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the case was, however it affected you, I wanted to be there to be something different, to change up that mood.
Brighten your day.
Exactly. Brighten your day. If you needed somebody to cry with, if you needed somebody to make you laugh, if you needed somebody just to listen, if you just needed a safe place to type in somebody's chat or their Discord or whatever, that's what I wanted to be for people. And I don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of competitive gamers. I really do. Like I said, the first person I ever watched was Helms. I love to watch Z-Laner, don't get me wrong. But myself as a creator, that will never be me. Now, if you need somebody to I
try.
If you need somebody to attempt to fly a helicopter and throw Neo into the ocean, I'm your person. And whether that's intentional or not, I just don't know how to fly a helicopter.
You gotten a lot better at flying things and driving.
Hey, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Fuck that dirt bike though.
Yeah, that practice makes perfect.
But that's what I wanted to be for people because I already knew how it was affecting me, especially once I lost my job. So I started in February, COVID hit in March, June 1st. So you guys, I don't know if you know, we closed on a house on May 30th. June 1st, I lost my job. You're like, well, fuck, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I missed the call. I was literally live when my boss called me to tell me I lost my job.
That's crazy. He told
and
you,
I ended stream to a text message.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, you're just like, well, fuck. What do you do now?
I'll be honest with you. If I lost my current job, which I was when COVID hit, and if I lost my current job, I don't think I would be able to full-time content create and do what you've done. I mean, obviously I know you've had help, but it is to do that is what I want to say is
don't mind me trying to pour more champagne and not spill all over my desk.
That takes big balls, and big balls are what you did, and to just jump right into it, and you're not knowing a lot. You knew you had a game plan, but you kind of jumped full force into it, and it worked out mostly. There's some bumps in the roads. I mean, yes, there's bumps in the roads. Always bumps in the roads. Trust me. You know, I know. But you jumped full force into it. You gave it your all, and look at you now. I mean, you started way down. You worked your way up, went down, worked your way back up. Now, I mean, I think you leveled out, but you're taking your next steps to work your way back up again. And that's content creation in general. And my next question really is, a lot of people see full-time content creation as not a real job. And you've already experienced that with getting a house in Texas. But ranking content creation among your other jobs, how would you rank it as in toughest, most rewarding? In your own words, describe like being a full-time content creator, not like being Nick Merckx or Tim the Tap Man, because they all have teams. You have yourself, you have your tech guy, and you have a couple people around you. You have your friends, around you. You don't have a team. That your team is your friend, your close friends, your circle, and then and stuff like that. And so you do it full time. So if you can, I guess what I'm asking is, tell us how hard content creation really is, because I know it's hard. So I see it every day.
Yes. So, once again, I went to college, and a lot of people see that and go, I've had family tell me this. Why don't you utilize your degree? And for lack of a better word, which is funny because like you sit at a desk, and create content when you're streaming, but I'm not a desk bitch. I'm just not. I worked a 9 to 5. Okay, well, it wasn't like 9 to 5. I worked like 6 a.m. to 3. But
that's what I worked.
I commuted 100 miles.
I don't.
Every day.
15 minutes.
Round trip from my front door to my office was 50 miles and then back.
Yeah.
In Bay Area traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I tried it. And fitness will always be my passion. And it was actually funny. I walked by a gym the other day and like I saw coaches, and it just warmed my heart. But unfortunately, that's also not where the world is back at yet. It's not back to fitness. At least normally. I don't want to coach with a mask on. I'm not for that. But then there's content. And this job has been so rewarding for so many reasons, whether they be the personal reasons or being the connections I've made. I would never have met the people I've met in life, you being one of them, without content. And that's where a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool to have, you know, the same friends you've had since high school because y'all went to high school together. Almost like that's forced friendship because like y'all grew up in the same town, right? Like when you connect with people, especially over stream or content or whatever, that shit is fucking genuine because you don't have to like that person. You chose to get to know that person via stream, via, you know, social media, via whatever, gaming. That shit's a connection to me. Like, I've had work friends, don't get me wrong. Do any of them and I talk anymore? No. I don't even have their phone number. They probably don't even know I moved to Texas. But like all the friends I've met through content, we're always checking in on each other. Always. Because even though the content may be different, we know the general struggles and like the highs and the lows. And you want to be there to fucking celebrate the shit out of the highs with your friends. But you also know when they're down here, like, you either just listen, you get what they're going through. And even if it's not another creator and it's somebody in your community, it's that person chose to be a part of your community. So it just, when they reach out to you, it's just different because it's nothing is forced. And that's where, sure, yeah, currently I'm a content creator, so I'm going to say content's the best. That's probably what people think. But that's not true. Like I said, I've worked a corporate job. I left said corporate job to follow my dream in fitness. But something about content, and it's not even like creating the actual content. Like I said, it's like the community that's created because of said content. That shit just hits different, especially as you get older. That's the connection you make and the connection you feel, especially once again, like I said, you know, as we get older, you know, we're not just some 18-year-old kids looking to make a quick buck.
Nope.
We really put our time into this. Like, sure, do I get to spend so much more time with my kid now that I'm a content creator? Abso-fucking-lutely, and I fucking love that shit. But at the same time, do I also
does Mace
sacrifice?
love it?
Oh God, he loves it. He's ready to be a content creator. But do you also sacrifice for that? Absolutely. Are there you know, as you guys know, I don't make a ton of like clip content as far as like my gameplay goes. I'm much more of a personality. But even this, like Neo, you know, Saturdays are my day off.
Absolutely.
And so the sacrifices you still make as a content creator to, you know, provide or to further your career, that it's still fucking worth it. Like doing something like this, once again, I never shut up, but it's still out of my comfort zone. Yeah. Like I've never done this before.
Not at all.
I've also never worn a robe.
I know. I was like, when you told me you're wearing a robe, I was like, I don't even own a robe. I wish I would have known. I would have ordered one off of Amazon.
This is just a PSA for everybody, Neo, everybody in chat. Get yourself a fucking robe. It's worth it.
I don't have
a that makes you feel so fucking comfortable, but bougie. You order one. Put one on your wish list.
Okay.
I'll buy you one after that.
That's the thing, and you're 100% right. It is. Content creation is outside of but FYI guys, Shelby and I talk a lot. This might be a longer episode than normal, so if you guys are listening on YouTube, I apologize up front. So, but
Don't apologize.
Because we haven't even got halfway through the questions yet, and we're 50 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Anyways, what I was gonna say is 100% content creation is building a family, and like you said, you have a connection with people outside the world. I think the hardest thing for some of my friends to in real life is, why are you living online when you can live in the real? And for me, my comfort zone, my happiness is, hey, when I get home from work, it's just me. I have a dog and a cat in a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house by myself. It's just me. Who am I gonna talk to? Ollie don't say much. The cat just started liking me. I left her for 5 days and she started liking me after that. She's like, oh, where you been, bruh? But for me, my interactions, yes, I interact at work, but my interactions with you guys, with them, with the community. So when they come in, showing that love and spending that time with us, it means the world to us. And not saying that Tim the Tap Man, JD Courage, Dr. Disrespect, all those big names, they don't enjoy it, because they do. They love it. They love seeing the love. They love seeing the hate. And on both sides, when I get a hater in chat, when Shelby gets a hater in chat, we love it. Our mods don't put up with it, but we love it. And but we like to play with them a little bit, but hey, it happens. And building that community, that space for us is more people don't understand how much they do for us as we do for them. And it is a just a relationship that's been built, and in content creation is really all about relationship building and reaching out to people and being able to, it sounds really bad, but touch them, and not physically but mentally, emotionally. So don't touch people in real life, because then you get in trouble for that, guys. But that type of thing, and then that's kind of what we bring to our streaming. And I know you and I are very similar in that fashion, but we're also very different in the way of how we go about and do things. We're very similar in a lot of ways, but you go through and you make content on TikTok that's all personality, as you call it, or trends or things like that, and you do a really good job with that. Me, I tried to do some of it started hitting, and then I'm like, oh, this is too much work. I'm going back to fucking clips. Clips are so much easier. I can edit clips all day on my cell phone. I mean, but and that's the difference between people. We're gonna move on into the big conversation. This is what I've been waiting to talk about. I've been waiting. I wish we would have had a couple others, but I'm so happy to have you in here for this conversation. Guys, if you guys don't know, Miss Shelbyyyjewel is on Fanhouse. And can you go ahead and let's explain what this fan house is about, guys? Ma'am. I was trying. I wish I would have had your damn link saved. I don't have it.
So this is the best way I know how to describe it, and it's probably not the best way, but the fuck ever. Like, when do I ever edit anything? That's why I don't make clip content. Mm-hmm. So for me, it is putting okay, this is how I really describe it to people, because whatever. I call it the PG-13 OnlyFans. Just what I call it. But it's also like putting your Instagram life on a paywall. That's really what it is. And for me, I think if I would have stayed on Facebook gaming forever, I'm not really quite sure I would have ever made the jump to Fanhouse. For me, I love Twitch, don't get me wrong. But that part of content is what I was missing, and hence why I went over to Fanhouse, because I couldn't update my community on things that was happening in my regular life like I could on Facebook. I couldn't, share things about my family or what I was doing on Twitch. So that was my original idea going to Fanhouse. Then as most of you guys have known, well, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but so after I had my son 5 years ago, I was 210 pounds. And a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. And once again, we go back to COVID and how that changes your life. I had to re-find me. So sure, as a coach, I was fit. I was learning to love myself, but there was a lot of that disconnect. I was really pouring myself into other people's journeys than I was my own. I never stopped and thought, what do I do for me? And once again, content did that for me. So just as much as I pour myself into you guys in content, it's the return of what it does for me. And that's also why it's so rewarding. And I have, sir, just hold it down. Just get every drop.
What I was working on.
And sharing, more of my journey has been really empowering for me. So just in case you guys don't know, I have blue hair because of Neo. Swear to God,
that's 100% facts.
That's a true story. So we made a joke to make a sub goal on Twitch. We hit said sub goal, and Neo said you should just do blue. Well,
you were trying to do red. I'm glad you didn't go red.
We were, and I was like, red's too much upkeep, so let's do blue.
Blue's a lot of upkeep.
There's a lot of fucking upkeep.
So,
but what a lot of it's so crazy when you do something so drastic. Like, I've had a lot of people, especially here in Texas, ask, is that a lot of upkeep? Or, this or that, or did you just dye your hair blue? And this shit has become a part of me. Like, I couldn't even imagine myself going back to brown or blonde or whatever.
I got $10 if you go blonde.
I was blonde for hella long, sir. But
I wasn't around then.
Just as much upkeep.
I wasn't around then. Italian blonde.
That a lot of people said that too. They were like, "You're Italian. Shouldn't you have brown hair with your light eyes?" No, I have blue hair. It's fine.
Oh man.
So once again, when I joined Fanhouse, I believe the app was only 7 months old.
It was definitely young.
And it's still very new.
Yep.
It's still very new. And we're talking the era, I guess, of OnlyFans, right?
Right.
When you think outside content, unfortunately, a lot of people don't see it as content, like a fan house or an OnlyFans or now Fansly. People are like, oh, that's not content. That's no, that's not the content. Is content. Whether you're streaming, whether it's a fan house, an OnlyFans, a Fansly, whether it's TikTok. Bro, look at TikTok. That shit fucking blew up. Whether it's just Instagram, whatever the case is, content is content is content. And I think a lot of people forget that as well. That there is a certain type of content for everybody.
100%.
And a lot of people don't accept it, nor do they respect it. And that's what's upsetting in a setting as far as me being a streamer, as well as what people call, a spicy or an adult content creator or whatever it is.
I'll say this. I've seen when you started Fanhouse to where you're at now, and even before is I've seen you grow. And I've seen you blossom. And then it's really weird to say that to a 30-year-old woman. Sorry, I didn't mean to put your age out there. My bad. That I can't.
I put my own age out there.
I'm about to say I can't edit that one out. Fuck. But as a woman of distinguished age, to see you grow and blossom and be comfortable with yourself. Do I personally support you on Fanhouse? Absolutely. Do I support other people on OnlyFans? Absolutely. Do I support people? I don't know. I didn't know about Fansly. I don't know who's on Fansly, but whatever. I don't know, but do I support them? Absolutely, because it's their content. It's what they want to create, like you said. Now, is it for everybody? No. Should people be commenting on it? No, not at all. Because if you don't respect it, there's just more than spicy content. There's people that, when you go to a bartender or go to your barber, what do you do with those people? You talk to them. And those things are available actually on Fanhouse. So the greatest example is you put your workouts on Fanhouse. It gets your community. We get a little bit of your life, daily life from you hanging out to hanging out with Mace. What are you and Mace doing? Or what are you and Willie Will going? If you guys are going to to perfect example, y'all went to the museum today and shit like that and got donuts. And daily.
Bro, that was an accident.
Hey, whatever.
I didn't even know there was a Voodoo Donuts in Austin.
So, and getting donuts and things like that, and it's a step in to what is Shelbyyyjewel's life off stream. What is it? What does it involve? What is it? What do we see? Because you guys, you have this camera persona, but also what are you like off stream? You're the same person, obviously, to me. I've known you for a while, but it's to the rest of the world, they don't know. They see you, and then now they see you as a person. And yep. And honestly, I think OnlyFans is the same thing. It allows me to. Yeah. I mean, yes. Have I seen nudity? Absolutely. Nudity's not for everybody, but
that's okay.
And that's okay. And that's okay. And it's okay to not support somebody because they're on it, as in not to support their OnlyFans, but to backlash. This is what I really wanted to get into talking, is the backlash of having an OnlyFans or having a fan house. Yep. Because I personally have a fan house. Do I have a small fan house? Absolutely. I have 6 people that subscribe to my and who cares?
Like that's where, and so I think people also look at these platforms. Don't get me wrong. I do understand. Well, no, I guess OnlyFans is trying to, create a different pathway, and I get it and I respect it. I actually, I believe both you and I were on Patreon for some time.
I was not on Patreon.
Okay, I thought you made him. I had no idea there was a not safe for work version of Patreon. I had no idea. And just like I said, I believe OnlyFans is going the safe for work version. I think here's what I grew up on. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
100%.
What frustrates me the most is when people try to comment on something they don't educate themselves on. Now, if you have a mindful, I guess, defense, then let's talk about it and we can agree to disagree. That's okay. And once again, I don't think people accept that. And it's mind-blowing.
It is. And I'm not going to say any names and put anybody out there, but I have a friend and that friend was like, I'll just send you $5 a month. PayPal or Cash App. I'll support you that way. Absolutely. If you want to do that instead, I am down for that. You don't need to subscribe to my fan house. You don't need to do that, but I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate you supporting my stream, because without you guys, we're not here. I'm not going to sit here and stream to nobody, to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time. Yes, I enjoy playing video games, but I play video games to play with people, to play and all this other stuff. And we create content on the fan house for people to see and to step into our daily lives. Now, yes, Shelby has spicy content, and I'll give you guys a funny situation. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Probably not.
Probably not.
This shit goes right over my head.
It was the first. I think it was your first. I think it was like a thong picture or something like that, and you said it to me. You were just like, "Yeah, you're."
Oh,
yeah,
dude, as soon as you said that.
Yes, the first thong photo. You were like, "I hope you don't mind my butt." I was like, "What?"
That's a thing.
And for me, I'm just here to support. I'm like, here you go. Here's some money. You know what? Let's get you those unlocks. Let's reach those daily goals. If I can support you and make your day, that's my goal as a supporter. I'm here to support the person that that shit still cracks me up when I read that. You were like, I want to know if going through your mind, you were like, should I or should I not?
You don't know.
Yo, this shit cracked me up to the nearest end, and it 100%, it's that support that not only do I give to you, but I give to other content creators, because that is what I enjoy doing personally, because I want to see you guys thrive. I want to see you guys expand and things like that. And I believe in what Fanhouse does, because 100% off of $5 sub. How much money do you make off of a $5 sub?
From Fanhouse, $4.50.
How much do you make off of Twitch?
$2.50.
How much do you make off of Facebook? I don't know yet. I don't know either. Isn't it like $3 or something like that? Or if they give or take. If they sub off the computer, that you get the full amount.
I think you.
Yeah, like $5.
I think you would probably get around $4.50 after like things. But another big part when it comes to actual just subbing, which I would say 90% of my subs on Fanhouse are just there to sub. Mm-hmm. Nothing else. They're just there to support. The nice thing about subbing off of Twitch or Facebook or whatever the case may be, because I believe you can do this on YouTube too. I'm not 100% sure though. You set your sub price. So being able to do that, and that's what I try to convey to a lot of people as well, is, one, you get way more content on, a Fanhouse and OnlyFans, a Fansly, than you would off Twitch or Facebook. Well, maybe. I don't know what people post on their Facebooks anymore. I'm still trying to get back into that realm. But you set your price on everything. On Fanhouse, you keep 90% of everything. Mm-hmm. That was that, once again, whatever anybody's content is, whatever you're comfortable with, that's what's important. As long as you're comfortable with it, whether it's not safe for work, none of the above, that's okay. But being able to, one, support yourself, and the company not taking everything from you, but having a platform that you feel safe, that shit hits different. And that's where, don't get me wrong, do I have people ask me why I don't do OnlyFans, why I don't do Fansly? Absolutely. Every day. And it's not a question that bothers me either. A lot of people are like, oh, don't take offense to this. I don't. I'm just not comfortable. One, I think my understanding is, because I have friends on OnlyFans, and I get your paper, and if that's what you're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
But OnlyFans takes 30% of your money. I want my paper.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it takes 30% of everything.
I didn't know that.
I believe Fansly is 20%. I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know either. But also, I like, if you're gonna support me, I want, like, literally, when anybody subs on Twitch, I'm just like, you almost feel like that, just because Twitch takes so much. They take 50%.
Which is crazy.
Mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing. I mean, there's a lot of people that are trying with the platform. The platform's 10 years old. It's not going to switch from it.
No. And it doesn't upset me.
No, and Jeff Bezos just made so much money. And
that's why when people like sub with Prime, I'm like, fuck yeah.
The only problem with Prime is you got to do it every single month. It doesn't auto.
That is true. That is really true.
But
like, could you at least send me a text message and let me know? Like, I need to fix it.
I guess there's the negative sides and there's the positive sides, and I see a lot more upside with Fanhouse, and not only just with you. There's numerous ladies that do it, but also what I love about Fanhouse, it is about the content you want to create. There's artists on there. There's people that are that just does like, excuse me, Sims stuff and blah blah blah, like Sims and houses and all different kinds of stuff. Like if you wanted to do create whatever you wanted on there, and Fanhouse allows you to do that, and I think that's an amazing platform. And yes, there's ways to go about it, but I think that's one of the best things about Fanhouse.
And I think a lot of, whether it's Fanhouse or not, Fanhouse, OnlyFans, Fansly, a lot of people see these platforms and go, oh, they're for women. And you're the perfect example. No, the fuck, it's not.
No.
Like, it's not. Sure. And a lot of people think, sorry, indigestion for me. A lot of people think people go to these, create content on these sites for a quick buck. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure some do. But I'm sorry, if COVID affected you negatively and you're just trying to put fucking food on the table for your kids or trying to keep a roof over your head, and you do that because your kids are home 24/7, so you do it via OnlyFans, Fanhouse, Fansly, whatever, get your fucking paper. Who are you to judge somebody for putting food on the table for their kids? Whatever the case may be. I could go a little bit further into this, but I really don't want to upset anybody. But like that shit, like, upsets the fuck out of me. Like, especially as a parent, or even as a single woman, a single man, a dad, a mom, just a human fucking being. Like, that person is trying to support themselves. I get you don't support it, but that's fucking K. But you don't need to spew your fucking hatred or, I'm sorry, your insecurity or whatever towards that person. It's bullshit. Keep your opinion to your fucking self if you don't have anything nice to say. Like,
opinions are like assholes.
I didn't put a gun to your head
say sub to me. Sub
or unlock or tip or this or that. Nobody does that to anything. And I'm sorry, once again, this goes to, quote unquote sex work or whatever. It's the oldest profession in the fucking book. So don't try to come at me and say that, content did this, streamers did this, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, but like, sex work is the oldest fucking profession in the book, and I don't want to hear it. Like, and once again, sorry dudes, I'm sorry. Or just, I know men are in this line of work as well.
Absolutely.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. We didn't create it.
No.
But like, you don't be mad that we're utilizing it. That's what's also upsetting, is that people get so angry. The fuck? Women didn't create the sex industry. Like, sorry. But like, and once again, I know this is unedited. I know I'm probably gonna piss some people off with this, but like,
I can't wait for the YouTube comments if I get any.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of you are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Men sexualize women, though. So don't be mad when we capitalize off of it.
100%.
I feel like a lot of men get so angry at women because, like, they use their body or whatever. I'm sorry.
I'm here for
Who
it.
the fuck sexualize? Like, that's the thing. And what's crazy about it is, once again, like, I never saw myself going down this route with content. But when I think back to my original, when we talked about it, what, an hour and 13 minutes ago, what my original like process was, I wanted to empower women, moms, people that have, women that have lost a lot of weight and are like a little questioning about their body. I got fucking stretch marks. Don't get me, I got loose fucking skin. Sure, yeah, sure, people see me clothed and they're like, oh, like, you're fit, you're toned, whatever. Bro, I mean, I'm not gonna show you all my stretch marks on Twitch, but
ma'am, I don't need to get banned, please.
Right?
Can you please keep the robe on?
And as a mom, though, like, in my opinion, I don't have some picture perfect body. I don't. But fuck if, like, I created a human. I birthed said human. I fucking nourished said human with my body for 2 years. And that's the shit that I'm like, come at me. Like, a lot of people don't see that the kind of content I create now, whether it's on Twitch and, oh, you wear a fucking sports bra and shorts or whatever on stream, or you make spicy content. Ugh. Yes, that's my Timmy voice, because my Go XLR, I gotta rework that shit. A lot of people don't see it as, like, realistically, that was my first goal coming into content, was empowering women, empowering moms, working moms. Like, everybody, male or female, is fucking beautiful. And that shit is hard to come by when somebody is that, like, empowering. But, like, be confident in you, in the person you are, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. Like, that's the shit I'm here to fucking empower you with. Male, female, I don't care. So when people go, oh, you're a sellout because you do fucking spicy content on the internet. No, the fuck I'm not. Like, realistically, when you look at my original goal from February 2020, tell me how it's not in line now. Please.
Just to capitalize on what you're saying is 100% what we talked about with Tay and Miss Taylor Games, and wear what you want, be who you are, empower yourself, empower the people around you, and that is your goal, and that's what you've achieved. I've told you from day one, I've told you this in separate text messages, you've grown, you become who you are, and you've come out of your shell, and you just become just a badass, you know, and what did you wanted to do, and not only you're seeing it, the people in your community, the women in your community are seeing it. So not only are you setting out to achieve your goal, you are continuing to do that goal and then make other women feel empowered. I mean, I'm pretty sure next week, Phoenix on Fire, when we get into her conversation, it's going to be worse, because we're going to talk about, you know, Canada and the indigenous people and stuff like that. So don't worry, the comments might not be so bad this week. Wait till next week. But, you know, you've empowered Phoenix to stream. You empowered other people. You made Lenny confident and do different things. And those things are just goals that you've achieved and set out to do. And you've done this by Fanhouse. Yes. You do. Do you have a male constituents on Fanhouse? Absolutely. Do you have women there too? Absolutely.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, that, I've tried to explain that to people. Like, once again, I know she's in your chat. Phoenix is one of my top 10 fucking supporters on Fanhouse. So really, tell me how being the person I am only, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, caters to the male audience. No, it fucking doesn't. Like, I'm sorry, once again, Neo, you're one of my best friends. James, one of my best friends. But, like, pretty sure 90% of my community thinks I'm a lesbian. And that's because I fucking love when women do what they want to do. I don't care what that is. But if you tell me this is what you're going to do and you're happy and it makes you fucking happy and you're confident in doing it and it shit makes you happy and whatever it may be, that's the shit I fucking live for. Like, I'm sorry, once again, being a woman in a very male dominated industry, regardless of OnlyFans, Fansly, or Fanhouse, content creation is a male dominated industry. I don't care what
100%.
anybody says.
100%.
So when I see another female feel fucking confident or succeed or whatever, I'm gonna root them the fuck on 10 times harder, because I'm like, fuck yes, especially a woman in a male dominated industry, a mom in a male dominated industry.
Yep.
Also trying to balance being a fucking mom and content creating and figuring out what your fucking brand is. That's where also full circle going, like having a marketing degree and being in the marketing industry. I think about those things where it's like creating a brand, being the person you're going to be, and does it, consistently go with that brand across all platforms. And I'm just going to use Phoenix as an example. She's on Twitter now. She's on TikTok. She's on Twitch. And let me just fucking say, that beautiful ass fucking woman also has sponsored streams on Facebook. Like, she is fucking doing it. And that shit makes me so fucking proud that she goes, you know what? I lost my job in a shitty situation. And what do I love to do? I love to play games and, create content and entertain people. And
the shit that she said.
Fuck. And the shit that she says.
Dude, next week is going to be fucking...
When I look at a fucking example of like, maybe something I had a sliver of help in making her feel the way she feels now, like, fuck yes. Like, that's the fucking shit I do this for. Like, and people don't see that.
No, they don't.
Like, the older generations, they're like, oh, you play video games for a living. Like, no, I helped a fucking woman, like, hopefully blossom into this other content creator. I've helped males get into content creation. Like, fucking live your life and live for fucking you. And that's the fucking shit that I'm gonna preach to anybody, no matter your age, your gender, your whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Live your fucking life for you, because guess what? You only get one. And especially as a mom, like, okay, this happened 2 weeks ago. I got this nasty fucking message on Instagram about, oh, what's your son gonna think of you? Or, oh my God, like literally it was, this person does not follow me. They sent me a message off of one of my Instagram stories promoting my fan house. And it was, what type of example are you setting? And blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Once again, this is just fan house. And this is why I am on the platform. I don't post anything that you couldn't post on Instagram. Just that it's the truth, because that is literally the rules. Like when Fanhouse, when you like ask Fanhouse, like, what are the rules
guidelines
on content?
Guidelines.
That's kind of the short answer rule we say is, if you can't post on Instagram, don't post it here. But my baby fucking loves me, and I get to spend more fucking time with him. Even when I was a coach, I would work until 8, 9 o'clock at night, and he would be in bed by the time I get home. Or if he wasn't in bed, I still had to shower. I still had to eat. Like, now I pick my son up from school every fucking day. I get to have dinner with him every fucking day. So please tell me what kind of fucking example I'm setting as a mom, that I get to be there to drop him off at school, to spend weekends with him, to have dinner with him every night. So that's the shit that like when people are like, oh, you're confrontational. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm fucking passionate about the shit that I believe in because one, I don't judge people on shit I don't know, but also like, I'm sorry, I don't have fucking time to care about your bullshit.
Not at all. And that's the thing, man. There's always going to be someone when you're succeeding, when you're being successful. I don't like talking about money sometimes, but girl, you posted that Twitter post the other day, like a month and a half ago, and what you're doing is absolutely amazing. You're being able to provide for yourself, provide for your son. You are living on your own. You're doing your thing, and all because of your content creation. You're living your dream of doing fitness, doing this, doing that, all because you create content on TikTok, you create content on Fanhouse, you stream on Twitch, you stream on Facebook. You're doing all the things in the game that you're supposed to do, and you're doing it to support yourself, but not only that, support the little man himself, and able to do this and that, and it allows you to live your life the way you want. What'd you do today? You went to the fucking weird ass museum and had donuts.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. People are going to be working. Some people have to work 7 days a week just to go out and do whatever. You know what I mean? It's 100% what you're doing and creating is people don't understand in today's world that it is what content creation is. Now, are you a big streamer on Twitch? No, but what you do on there as well, and you supplement you have to supplement your income another way, and this allows you to do that. And I don't think people understand that you just can't survive alone only on streaming on Twitch or streaming on Facebook. If you're not,
and I'm sorry, Tim the Tap Man, Nick Merckx, Courage, none of them do that either, and people don't realize that either. Like, there's always something going on. And it's actually funny, like going back to Tay, I actually just remade a TikTok that she made, and it's like, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5, so now I work 24/7. That's what content is, and people don't realize that.
Right.
And that's okay. Once again, it's okay.
It is.
I don't get mad at people that don't understand. When I get mad is when you start to hate
that is
on what you don't understand.
And I agree. And I don't think people take the time to understand. Be honest with you. And that is the problem in today's world, is not taking the other person's side. You don't see it. You have blinders on, and you don't see it coming from that person's side or what you're doing. And like you said, you bring up Tim the Tap Man. The man got a contract from YouTube. Not only is he making money off his contract, he was able to buy a fucking team to be 50% of the Dallas Cowboys.
But once again,
their sports
did
team.
he buy that team to make a profit?
No.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh,
no, but he did though, because you're gonna get your merch.
Correct. That's
like, he wouldn't have bought 50% of the team if there was nothing back on him.
Correct.
And that's what people don't understand.
Absolutely.
When it comes, and let's go back to Willy Will. Like, when it comes to crypto, that's his thing now. And once again, people don't understand it. But you're not going to invest your money into something that isn't going to give you return.
No,
and
you're not.
That's where content and working a 9 to 5, and you know both, so you see both sides of it. Like, people that have come after me that work a 9 to 5, I'm like, you invest your time into your job, don't you? And guess what? They don't give a fuck if you have the flu, if your kid gets sick, if you're having, this is the biggest part, if you're having a bad mental fucking health day, they don't care. You're replaceable. I'm sorry.
You are.
So why are you going to hate on me when, one, I'm here as an outlet for people when they do have a bad mental health day, but also I have a community that I can open up to which I wouldn't have if I didn't have Fanhouse, because you can't post that type of stuff on Twitch when I'm having a bad mental health day, or whatever the case may be, or Mason is sick, or I'm sick, for fuck's sake.
Correct.
And that's where it's like, your job doesn't give a fuck if anything's wrong with you. My community gives a fuck. So please, once again, like, it's just mind blowing, you know?
It is 100% mind blowing. And I hope when people watch this, if they watch this again, that they realize that content creation is an ever evolving world, and you have to consistently evolve, because if you don't evolve, you'll get left behind. Perfect examples are artists, musicians, and things like that. If they don't evolve and they don't change and they don't go with the music, they will not be relevant. And you have to stay relevant in content creation, and the ways you do that are the ways that you are doing. And I personally know that, you know this, the world knows that. And like one person said, they don't like change. They don't like the world doesn't like change. They don't like seeing people successful. And when they see someone successful, they will hate on them to the nearest end. And there's people out there that will support you from day in and day out with what you do. And those are the people that we want. And the reasons why we do this. Shelby does this as a living. I do this for any money that I make typically goes right back into content, people. So you're welcome. My Twitch is for you, Shelby. No, but in all seriousness, it is really, the world needs to realize that that if someone's watching this, that content creation is a job. Because the reason why I said that, she felt that in Texas is how she's running. The guy was like, "What's your work?" I do content creation. That's not a real thing. She had to pay double. She had to pay 2 months rent in advance, I think it was, right? Something like that.
No, I had to pay the whole lease.
Oh, the whole lease.
The whole lease in full.
Well, ain't that some bullshit? But,
I know.
But she had to pay a whole lease in full. And that to me is just absolutely fucking ridiculous and wild. That the person, he's not even that old, so didn't realize what content creation is and what she does. And when I'm probably pretty sure when you paid the whole lease in full, he was probably like, well, okay. He was surprised. And so that to me is just a generalization in the world, that they don't realize how hard content creation is and how much that it is a job. It's like 24/7, like you say. You really don't have days off. You do have to post content consistently. Even on your day off, you post a TikTok or you post something on Fanhouse. You know, it is 100% that biggest thing. He 100% thought you were a stripper, I bet.
Well, I mean, in this day and age, he probably thought it was OnlyFans. Like, that ass probably looked for my OnlyFans once he got my email address.
Probably.
Which, once again, like, it just goes back to, who gives a fuck?
Correct.
Like, that's what's mind blowing. Is like, even if that was it,
you should have been able to still pay month to month. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that to me is crazy, absolutely crazy.
Well, and like I said, I have your chat open, so do the whole stripper comment. Even then, like, once again, strip clubs have been around forever. Like, forever. Sometimes there's more strip clubs in a city than there are restaurants.
Are there any in Austin?
Probably. But my biggest thing is, so I used to, when I did work a corporate job, like, we had a hub in Portland. Mm-hmm. Bro, there's a lot of fucking strip clubs in Portland. Like, there's a Voodoo Donuts. There's like 3 restaurants. The rest is strip clubs. But like, who gives a fuck? Like, they make so much. I'm sorry if you have not ended up on Stripper Talk, even once. You're a fucking liar, or you should look it up. I don't know. But like, why are strippers still fucking judged, especially once again by fucking men? And it's like, who goes in? Who is the main attracted sex to strip clubs? Men.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, y'all fucking hate, and it's like,
it's just the mentality, and it's a sad mentality, and things like that. It is really, really crazy and
risky. I agree. Sorry, once again,
yeah,
I know your chat is so-
absolutely,
risky. Absolutely. No, I've been to strip clubs. I just said the majority.
So
Majority of people is men.
Are there any?
You don't go for the buffet.
Are there any?
Well, maybe the buffet of women, but
not
the food.
My question is, are there any in Austin?
We'll find some, damn it.
I guess we're going to the strip club when we go to Austin, but
we will.
So
I'll find one.
Realistically, so to kind of circle back on the topic real quick before we go on to strippers, what in the world of content creation, what is something that you personally want to see change? Personally, like, I'll give you a second to think about it, because it's a big question, and it's a lot. For me, I personally want to see realistically, since I wrote the question, more of a quality, because as a the standpoint of perfect example, we have how many big time women streamers do we see? A lot of people know me. I do a lot of support a lot of female streamers, just because you guys are a lot more nicer to people, to be honest with you. When we're sitting in chat, you guys are a lot more nicer to people. It is I want to see more bigger female streamers, not like Amaranth or doing the ASMR and stuff like that. I want to see more of like Sweet Tales and things like that, and get that level of confidence in what she does, because the one TikTok I absolutely love of Sweet Tales and is she's like, when I first started out, what did I wear? I wore a fucking low cut shirt, and the person that was
I have duetted that TikTok. I just haven't put it out.
Oh, have you? I need to say it, because the person that someone duetted, and she was like taking notes, low cut, and she's like, I'll be right back, and she puts a low cut shirt on and starts streaming. That shit cracks me up. Like, she's dead honest with you. Now, Sweet Tales sometimes she's a little bit much, but I just that personality deserves, and she deserves the 1.2 like viewership she gets. She deserves this, absolutely. And I want to see more of that. And nothing against Amaranth. I think I'm saying her name right, Amaranth or whatever. Nothing against her. I mean, she gets like 25,000 people viewing, but that's just not what I want to listen to is ASMR all day. Even though I did an ASMR stream one time, that shit was fucking hilarious. People said stop. They could have paid me, I would have stopped, but they didn't. So, but they never did pay me. But those are the type of things I want to see, in the content creation, more blow up for the people that deserve it on the female side. Because perfect example, is when that Twitch got that breach. What is the top on that list? You didn't see one female name. Now think about it. Twitch takes half of everything. The top person on that had 10 million. That means Twitch got 10 million. Crazy, huh? Whew. I don't, but so that is what I want to see. What is something you would like to see?
So mine is really similar, or at least is in line with that.
Mm-hmm. Our opinions are typically the
same. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure we're like the same person. You're just the male version. I'm the female version. I'm pretty sure we're the same person. Do we have matching tattoos? What?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. For me, and this is being a female content creator, is the hate from other male content creators of you're stealing my views. Or whatever the excuses they make, right?
Mm-hmm.
You you literally just brought up my point. On those lists of all the top earning creators on any platform, on any platform, maybe 1 or 2 of them are women across all platforms. So please, please, please tell me how we're stealing your views and why you're not a successful content creator because of, sorry for lack of a better word, hot women. That's...
I hate you for being hot, Shelby. I hate it. Do all my
but
views.
like, right? Boy, I saw your stream last night. Shut the fuck up. But like, this is the shit that frustrates me, is the finger pointing of, you're stealing my views and you're doing this. I would just like to let the world know, when you point the finger at somebody, you have 3 pointing back at yourself. So please look at yourself as a fucking creator. Do you go back and, like, I've asked people this, do you go back and watch your VODs? Were you entertaining? Could you sit through your whole VOD? Would you watch yourself? Or did you sit there in silence and play a video game because nobody was in your chat? That's the biggest thing for me. Even when I was a new streamer, or we all know this as a COD creator, your chat is popping for a long time, but especially here on Twitch, you have a lot of lurkers.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
So chat isn't always moving. Doesn't matter how many viewers you have. Chat isn't always moving. So you still have to talk. You still have to entertain.
Absolutely.
Not even just on the game. As a person, as an entertainer, you still have to entertain. If you wouldn't watch yourself, why would anybody else? So don't come at me and say, I'm the reason you're not affiliated after fucking 8 years. It's not my problem.
Not your
Maybe you should go back and watch your own content. Or when I talk to people and I'm like, you know, I have people, oh, how do you promote? TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Oh, well, I posted I'm going live on Twitter. Okay, do you post anything else on Twitter? Do you engage with people? Do you post your everyday? Oh, well, I post on TikTok that I'm going live. Okay, do you post other TikToks? Do you post about your personality? Like,
true.
That's where people, like, streaming and content creating are different.
Absolutely.
And that's what I want to see change, is that switch in people's head turn. Streaming and content creating are different. Anybody can download Slobs and play Warzone live. Anybody. But also, like, another thing is, like, if you started it just for the money, sorry, you're not gonna succeed.
No.
Don't get me wrong, like, people that are like, oh, I don't, especially full-time creators, right? Oh, I don't do it for the money. Sorry, you're a fucking liar.
I'm about to say,
you're
if you're especially if
liar.
you're a full-time creator, you're doing it for the money. You gotta pay your bills.
Yeah. But if day one you're like, I'm a full-time creator, and you expect to make money, I don't know where the fuck you bumped your head.
It's crazy. I just.
But like, if that's your why, then I'm sorry, you're gonna fail.
That could be your end game, but
yeah,
not
absolutely.
but not your
day one goal.
Not your day one goal. It can be your end game. Your end game.
So those are the two things I'd really like to change, is like the blame that gets placed on female creators. Mm-hmm. Or I'm sorry, I've seen Nick Merckx get it too. Oh, you're not even like entertaining or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, yes, the fuck he is. Like, but also the why. I feel like a lot of people go into content creation without a why. And it's the same thing that goes for fitness. Like, figure out why you do this. And if it's for the money, let the door hit you on the way out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's people that say they don't do it for money. It's crazy. It's 100%. It's mentally, you are definitely here. Everybody likes to get paid a little bit. It's kind of cool for me to say, hey, I got a paycheck. I got a little paycheck, but I got a paycheck for Twitch saying, hey, I play some video games, and people thought it was good enough for them to give me some money, so they gave me some money. Fucking thank you. I appreciate that. You know, in the long run, it's kind of cool to say that, hey, what do you do? For fun, I play video games, and I make money on it sometimes. You know, it's kind of a cool thing to say. It's not always, you know, but that's the biggest thing is I really hope that when people watch this, they see the side of creation, that it's not easy. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of work. You've been doing this for almost 2 years now, going on 2 years, and it is a struggle. Lots of tears, lots of blood, lots of sweat, lots of talking to people, lots of losing people, and things, losing people, gaining people, and it's crazy. That's kind of one of the number one reasons why I went back to Facebook. I felt like I lost half the people that I used to talk to, and it hurts. It 100% hurt me inside to know that I would talk to Maggie and be like, I miss these people, and things like that. And I know they know that I'm over here on Twitch, but they don't come over and say hi to me, which might not be the platform for them, which is fine. And that's kind of why I'm back. And it, to me, it hurt me a lot, mentally and physically. Like, not physically, because that'd be weird, but mentally, it mentally, I want to keep saying physically for some reason. Mentally, it hurt me. Just, sometimes when you go live, you'd be like, oh, hey, I wonder how fucking Bobby's doing, or Joe or Susan, how are these people doing? And, and that's the thing, is these communities that we have. One of the questions that Lenny has, do you have any regrets about being a content creator?
No, absolutely not.
No regrets? No regrets?
No, I feel like if maybe you would ask me that question a year ago, I probably would have said yes. But where I'm at today, I don't. Like, and this doesn't just go for content, this just goes for my life. Like, and it's so fucking cliche, right? But like, everything happens for a fucking reason, and I just live by that. Because once again, if I don't, I fucking eat myself alive. Like, I'd let that little bit just eat me alive. But like, that's where finding myself and loving what I do and being confident in all of that, I'm just like, no, like, things happen for a reason, and whatever that reason is, whether I know it or not now, it'll come to me at some point of why that happened, and that's okay. Like, and I hope everybody finds that, like, peace in their life. That it's like, what will be, and it happened. If it happens, it happens. And you know what? Realistically, sure, yeah, people that say like I don't do it for the money is a lie. But this is not a lie when I say, like, I could never be on like the level of like a Nick Marks, a Tim the Tap Man. Like, that shit I couldn't do. That's not a lie. But like, when you look up to your Sweet Tails, or there's actually realistically, there's only one FaZe member I watch, and subsequently enough, he has your name, Neo. It's literally FaZe Neo. It's the guy that won FaZe 5, so last year. Okay. The only FaZe member I watch. And it's like, it's those type of people I aspire to be. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Nick Marks, there's nothing wrong with Tim the Tap Man, there's nothing wrong with an Amaroth, or right, the other names. But when I look at the creators I look up to, I look at which is nuts, like, they're medium-sized creators, right? And they have 2,000 people watching them. I'm like, I'd probably vomit. But like those are the creators that I look up to that still have that sense of community, but they just grow it.
Fucking Willy Will, so stupid. So normally I don't open up a session to questions, but since we've gone this long, I might as well open it up to some real questions. If anybody has any real questions in the chat, so if you're watching on YouTube, but we will repeat the questions so you guys can hear them. Does anybody have any real questions? The real question I got asked, Neo Prime 12, who should be crushing on, bro? Coming from Willy Will. Eyeballs, laughing face. And then all the women in chat go, Mags goes, me. Phoenix goes, me. Damn, all the women be crushing. She be crushing on all of them, apparently.
Well, and that's the thing. Okay. So for the record, you guys, for the record, once again, I don't care what, I love everybody.
Absolutely.
My sex, I'm into dudes. I am. But like, and I said it earlier in the podcast, there is something about just like fucking being there for your ladies, like rooting them on, being
energy.
their biggest fucking supporter. And I think especially in content creation, because it's like, once again, this is not to every dude, but there's a lot of guys in the industry that hate fucking women.
Absolutely.
So the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna hype the fucking shit out of you all day, every day. Because that's the kind of fucking person I am, that like, being a woman in this industry, like, I want all of us to fucking succeed. Like, I will never look at somebody, oh, they started after. I feel like Mickey J and J9 are two great examples. They both started streaming after me, and look at them fucking now. Like, let's fucking go. Willy Will and I were talking the other day, like the biggest female on Facebook gaming right now in the Warzone community. J9.
Yeah.
She was the only person that came to mind.
J9.
And that shit fucking fuels my soul because I fucking adore her.
Absolutely.
And then there's
get to play
Mickey,
with her every Sunday.
Right? Like, and then there's Mickey, who's like so in tune with Facebook. And I just fucking love like how real she is. And some people would look and be like, oh, they started after you, and look at them now on Facebook and you switched, and do you have any regrets? Fuck, I don't. But I'm gonna fucking root them. I still go in their chats every fucking stream, and I'm just like, I fucking love you. And if that, and I don't get mad if they don't see my comment, because fuck, especially Jay, I couldn't keep up with 450 people in my chat.
Not at all.
Like,
I can barely
but
keep.
like, that's the fucking shit I love to see from females in the content creation community that are they're just themselves, and they're so fucking real, and they're succeeding.
So, question from Facebook Mags. Will you ever play Fortnite with Neo? It's not coming from me. I'll play Fortnite maybe twice a week now. So on Facebook. So
funny thing is, I have thought about it. The biggest thing with my struggle going back to Fortnite is being a mouse and keyboard player.
Yeah.
If I was a controller player, I would probably go back, because then at least like there's only so many buttons you can press. Where when it goes to keyboard and mouse going Fortnite.
How about that? How about that? I will run side by side with you, and anytime someone shoots at you, I'll build you a wall.
I know how to build a wall. I can do that from my mouse.
I'll put a wall up for you.
Wait, no, maybe that's a ramp.
Yeah, I put a ramp.
I don't know if it's a wall or a ramp.
So, the real question, one other question is, what made you make the switch to mouse and keys?
Tori, all day. So, even once I switched to so I was a PlayStation gamer forever, and then the only reason I became a PC player was to stream. And about 2-3 months into my stream, Tori got a gaming PC. And she goes, if I'm going to switch to PC gaming, I want to play mouse and key. And like the good fucking friend I am,
you switched.
I said, bitch, let's do it.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
But I did it. I did it with her. It was a struggle. So like when people are like, oh, you really should, try Warzone on controller because it's easier. The thing for me is I don't know anything other than mouse and key when it comes to Warzone or when it comes to Call of Duty in general. So sure, maybe I could plug in a controller to play Fortnite. Maybe.
Maybe.
But I could never plug in a controller to play Call of Duty
ever again
because I've never done it.
That's true.
So I don't. But yeah, it's all Tori.
Another question is, when you downloading Vanguard, Phoenix really loves it.
This weekend. I'll do it this weekend. I'll do it this weekend.
This weekend, she better. I will.
I'll
send you the $350 for tax, okay?
Oh my God.
I forgot to send tax on that one.
But that's FYI, if anybody wants to know what a voodoo donut costs, that's what it costs.
$350, okay.
No!
Does anyone else have any other questions for Shelby? We got about 4 minutes left, and that'll be our longest.
Oh, he said he's cutting y'all off. He said he ran out of wine. He got shit to do tonight.
I got another bottle in the fridge. We can get
same flavor?
Pineapple. You don't like it. That's why I didn't drink it with you.
Yep. Nope. Good thing you switched that shit up.
So, okay, if you could be sponsored by somebody, who would you want to be sponsored by?
That's a good question. Crumble cookie.
That's what Phoenix said. She already responded. With crumble cookie.
No, but so that's the thing, is there's a lot of sponsors out there that are like really about competitive gaming. If there was like a female ran org, it'd be done. No questions asked. Doesn't matter if they'd be, I guess it would matter if they were competitive because I'm not competitive. But I would love to see a female ran org. Or just any sponsorship, because even like when you think of like a G Fuel or something like that, pretty sure that's all male ran. So really just anything female ran.
So one of the questions is, do you still do stream workouts? I can answer that. Really, the answer is no, but she does it on her fan house, or all her workouts are there. My question is, if you have somebody that is looking to do fan house, to create that content, what do you say to them just starting out?
Do it. But here's my biggest thing, because I even have other fan house content creators come to me and ask, how did you grow your fan house? Don't be scared. A lot of people come to me and go, I don't want people in my personal life to know. If that's the case, you should look inside yourself and ask why. I
agree.
I don't care who fucking knows. I promote that shit on my fucking Instagram, both my gaming Facebook and my personal Facebook, my fucking Twitter. So I promote it to other content creators. I promote it to people in my real life. I promote it to my community. Don't be scared. Don't do something that you're don't do something you're uncomfortable with, that you're not comfortable with the world knowing, because once it's on the fucking internet, it's never going away.
True.
No matter what it is.
True.
And that's where a lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you do it. I'm like, I know this shit's on the internet. I don't put anything out there that I don't understand is going to be there in 20 years. So just do it. If that's what you're comfortable with.
And I 100%, I will back you up with that statement. When I started Fan House, I didn't have no idea what I was going to do. didn't know what people wanted to see. And, you know, I got a small one, but hey, every single week I get, you know, it's all different. And I've painted my fucking toenails for fucking Fan House, you know, and everything's something I would never thought I would do. That type of thing. So you have a certain level of hands. Oh, that's hard. Let me read on this monitor. Wait, hard skin to be comfortable with that kind of stuff. That's where some people can't do it when others will welcome it, and that's true. She is a different, little bit of a different breed, and where she's found her self confidence. And if you guys don't know that, she didn't used to have this confidence, and she built this confidence up, and that's what I want people to see is you guys can continue to build this confidence. You can continue to do this and blossom, and that's what she's done. And I seen her back in the days when she started playing Fortnite on Facebook and moved into Twitch. I didn't really watch her too much on Fortnite when she was playing Fortnite, and then she got really into COD, and I started watching those streams, and you could consistently see her watch her grow a little bit, get, you know, and then she'd get real down on herself, and then, you know, and then she started to focus more on what she does and how she plays and trying to be better, but also not giving a fuck about something and having those people there to root her on and really just give her that push. And then she all of a sudden she did this Fan House thing, and you've really just seen this person come out of nowhere that just wanted to be, you know what, it's just like fucking that movie with Hugh Jackman.
The only Hugh Jackman movie I know is Wolverine. So
no, it's the one that is in the circus. Just the circus.
Oh yeah, The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
I've never watched the movie, but I've listened to the whole soundtrack.
Yeah, but This Is Me. You know that song.
Yeah.
Yo, this is her, and The Greatest Showman is such a great movie. You should see it. Absolutely, you would love it.
Well, and just one more thing to add to that. I know we're running short on time, but so I've had a lot of people come to me and say, you've changed. You're different. You've changed. And my biggest fucking thought to that is, you guys, if anybody comes to you and says, oh, you've changed, you're different, blah, 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 that's called evolution. So fucking embrace it. It's okay to change. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want somebody to think I'm different. It's okay to be different. I am not the same person I was when I started streaming in February of 2020, and that's okay.
That's called growth.
Accept it.
That's called growth.
And yeah, like, I'm so, whatever you believe in, I'm not going against that. But like, it's literally called evolution. People fucking change. And I'm sorry, when somebody stays in their way for so long, that's once again a reflection of them. So if you change and you love you and you're happy with you, regardless of how quickly you changed, how slowly you changed, who you changed into, if you're happy, that's all that fucking matters. So do you. That's all it comes down to. Do fucking you. And let everybody else fucking from the outside either hate you or love you.
All right. Last question, Shelby. You get this one right. I know you will. Do you tilt your head to the left or to the right when you eat your tacos?
The thighs usually keep my head firmly in place. And if you don't know that answer, you don't hang out in our streams enough.
So, all right, we're going to give you one final word. I think before that question was your final word, but I'll give you one final thing to say, and then we'll say our goodbyes, and we will move along with our nights. With another bottle of wine. Who knows?
Me too. No, but honestly, you guys, like Neo just said, I said it before that. Do fucking you. Do what makes you fucking happy, you guys. And whoever, I live by this. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't fucking matter. It's as simple as that.
Who knew you had wise words to say all the time?
I'm like a fortune cookie.
I'm glad you're not like an 8-ball. Jesus.
Like, oh, fuck that. No.
Well,
I don't need to be shaken like that. I like my drink stirred.
On the rocks or frozen?
On the rocks.
I had to make sure, double checking, because that was our friendship was on the line there. If you would have said,
bro, were we gonna rip up our laminated friendship contract if I said frozen? Because I was gonna rip it up if you said frozen.
Yeah, I would have ripped it up. I would have put it on fire, burned it down, or something. Because if you would have said frozen margaritas. I know, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Oh my God, burglar, come shake me like a baked potato. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Oh, those are my mods apparently. There we go. Oh my God. So, all right, Shelby, I'll see you later. Thank you so much. Thank you again. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for fucking listening to. I'm not even gonna say me. I'm gonna say us because
it was like
you and I.
It was like 75 to 50, 25.
It's fine.
I'm okay with that too.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Neo, for having me.
My pleasure.
And yeah, everybody go have a bomb ass fucking Saturday night.
Yes, ma'am.
In our robes.
Yes.
Go put one on your Amazon wish list.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was an amazing episode. Our longest by far episode, guys. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode 9 with Shelbyyyjewel. You guys can find her on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitch, Fanhouse, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Guys, I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much for listening today. As always, guys, please do me a favor. Hit that bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Let us know. Guys, this was episode 9. As always, chat, I love you. Kisses, hugs, and I'll see you next time for episode 10 with Phoenix on Fire!